What's up, everybody? This is Zach Kornhauser. I'm a mastering engineer from Atlantic Records, and today we're going to take a look at this awesome new plugin from IK Multimedia called the Comprexxor. It has so many cool features that you won't find in any other type of emulation. I'm going to go over some really cool features that you can really only find in this version, which IK Multimedia does an exceptional job of. I've got over here a drum track where we're going to use some parallel compression, and one thing that really makes this plugin stand out against the others is that with most plugins, it only operates in left and right channels. This one you can switch to mid-side. So over here, I've only got it working on the mid channel. So in the context of a drum kit, it'll be really just the kick and the snare, everything in the center channels. And I only want to kind of beef up the kick and snare without having to affect anything else, say like the cymbals. So I'm going to go ahead and just play this so you can get an idea of what we're working with. All right, so we're going to try to beef this up, and one way we're going to do it is we're going to use this dry wet knob to the right as a parallel compression. So I'm going to first crank it all the way to where it's fully compressed, and then we're going to back it off a bit so we get a bit of the original signal without over compressing or squashing it too much without, losing its power. So let's turn this guy on right over here, and let's see what we'll do, and we'll slowly back off the dry wet knob over here. All right, so let's hear it before. And now with it on. It's pretty subtle, but it kind of adds some nice gluing effect and helps make the kick and the snare sound a little bit more together. And one thing that this plugin is really great with is, most distressors, they'll have these distortions 2 and 3 to kind of get a little bit of grit out of it. But I've never seen one before that has this thing over here where you can kind of drive it as much or as little as you like. So I'm going to go ahead and back this off to where it was at the beginning, and we can kind of drive it a little harder if we want, or we can make it as subtle as possible. And I'll also switch between these two, and let's see what we can get. I really like that distortion too, especially for that kick. It kind of gives it, a little bit of beefiness to it. So that's a really cool way to add some parallel compression. This one by IK Multimedia is just exceptional. I really like these features with the mid-side capabilities. I can really hone in on specific parts of a track, and I can get, very subtle or very extreme settings with the dry wet knob. And if I want, I can really get aggressive or subtle distortion with this tone knob over here. So those are just a few features of this plugin. There are so many possibilities that you can get with this. Tune in next time. Thanks again for watching.